Mama Wrench, why are you still up? What is this new send hi thing? I saw that earlier. I was like, okay. I guess that's to try and coax people into saying something in the chat. So, anyway, I am in San Antonio. I have one more leg left to go, 15 hours to New Orleans. And then my buddy's going to come scoop me up. So, I am almost home. Almost home. I'll be home midnight tomorrow or something. Get in around 10. This train that I just got off from Chicago to San Antonio was like 5 hours late. So that was something. But this other train usually is not late. Nieces, what are you doing? Hanging out. This is what San Antonio looked like if you're here for the train. There's the train over there. It's not my train. And I feel bad. I was walking around and I saw somebody had left a bag. So I told the security people it was like a cooler or whatever. And he went over there. I stayed far away while he opened it up. And when he opened it up, there was nothing but snacks in there. And I jokingly told the security guys, like, if there's any snacks in there, we're splitting them. So, and there were snacks in there, snacks and books. And I didn't dig through it. Somebody left a really nice water mug too. So I didn't know they had this big spire thing. Now I'm interested to see what it is. Probably a restaurant up there. It's been a long time since I've been to San Antonio. I was probably 14 or 15. We came through here and we didn't tour the Alamo, but we did go by it. Oh, the trains. Yeah, someone's going to be hungry and bored that's a fact. I hadn't even thought about it that way. But yeah, I just been chilling here for the last, I don't know, I've been here 40 minutes or something. I did get stuck next to somebody from north of Austin for like the last 6 hours. I had a person. So that was cool. That was cool. She didn't want to talk to me. I told her she's going to Tucson. And I just happen to know there's a really nice stop for burritos. There's a woman who for at least 10 years, she makes burritos. And then she comes down and she catches every Amtrak train. I'm assuming that she lives very close. And she sells them for like $3 or $4. And then she sells Cokes for like $2, which is about $1 cheaper than everything is on board. And you get tired of eating those microwave cheeseburgers and stuff if you don't get to sit in the dining car at all. So, which I did not do this time. I consider making dinner reservations, but I don't want to get sat next to a random while I stuff in my face. So we are just hanging. I did have a buddy when I came through the last time. I was through San Antonio. I guess it's about a week ago. I've just lost track. I've been 30 days on the train. So, but when I came through, my buddy picked me up. We went out and got some burgers and some beers, and then he brought me back to the train station right before I got out, or right before I was supposed to take off. So that was super awesome of him. But with this train being 5 hours late, I was like, dude, don't bother. It's just too far. His house is like 20 minutes away, and I'm like, you got to drive 20 minutes just so you can see me for like 2 hours. And it definitely wasn't worth the ride back to his house like last time. So. But he was a good cat. He's a Fortnite player I've been playing with for about 3 years. Real consistent player. And I figured out why when I met him. He was like 6'5". The dude's 350 and is an ex-Marine. So I realized my other buddy in Dallas was a former bodybuilder. So I played Fortnite with these military guys, and I'm screaming at them, "Let's go, yellow marker!" So no wonder they don't mind being barked at by the senior chief. But yeah, he was super cool to take me to his house. I mean, he does know I'm not just some random weirdo. I'm a very specific kind of weirdo. So Yes, Butters is going to be super happy to see me. This is, Kenny, this is in fact San Antonio, Texas. We are waiting on the train station at the Amtrak. And, oh, yeah, I was saying there might be a restaurant up in there, Kenny. So you're saying the seafood's really expensive? Well, the thing is, I'm a little too far from the ocean to be ordering seafood. It's like when I go to Minnesota, I don't get the crab or the shrimp. But I'll be in New Orleans tomorrow night, so maybe I'll stop by and get something cool. Get me some shrimp Creole, shrimp on a stick, shrimp kebab, shrimp etouffee, something. But it is a pretty decent skyline here, much bigger than when I was here years ago. Oh, I hear the train a-calling, rolling around the bend. And then I'm in front of this HEB center, which it's so funny. I was looking at the, as you approach this area, you see these big spires that are sticking up. There's a couple of them. See, there's one. There's another one over here. And from a distance, all lit up, this thing looks like, it looks like the Smoothie King logo. And I was like, man, this should have been the Smoothie King dome, but it's the Alamo Dome. Brought to you by HEB. But not this stream. This stream is brought to you by gambling. Gambling. Your mom probably has some money in her purse. Gambling. When you need something to do alone in your car. Sorry. I love that joke. Oh my God. What are we doing here? Hi, Samantha. Welcome in. Yeah, that's the Alamo Dome. Have I been at the Stained Glass Museum by the Space Needle? Which Space Needle are we talking about there, Matthew? In Seattle? Has Ozzy peed on it yet? I'm not sure what that means. Does he typically pee on stage? Ozzy pees on stage, Mom? I'm not sure what you mean. But we're just chilling. Let's see if I can get a backdrop. I can take some water. Some water. There it is. All right, guys. Yeah, look at me. I'm all packed down with my garbage. Come on, I want the dome in the background. Oh, I do have my phone holder in there. I'll tell you what, let me drink some of my water and then I'll put this behind there. I have not been to the Stained Glass Museum. Even though my my whatever profile picture on here is a stained glass tornado. I do love stained glass. Ozzy was arrested in the 70s for peeing on the Alamo. Oh, that's not good news, Mama. And then biting off the heads of bats. They got him for that too. But in all fairness, the story I heard was they were throwing rubber bats on stage and he thought it was a rubber bat when he bit it. So whatever. God bless Ozzy. Andy, Gig Life. What's up, buddy? I came in last night and you had like 75 people in there, bro. So congratulations. I know you're going to be getting your watch hours real soon. I hope you're doing well today. I am in San Antonio. One bat, one dove. Yeah, one of them deserved it, but we don't know which one it was. All right, let me get some of this water in my body. They have water on board the Amtrak, but I'm not a big fan. You had max concurrent at 192. That's what I'm saying, Indy. I went in there, and it was even looping, and there were a bunch of people in there. So I was like, I don't know what you did. I saw you covered that 18-wheeler accident the other day, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, Andy, you'd be getting your cheese real soon. You should be monetized by now. We got to get Becca there, y'all. Becca needs to get her 500 subs before New Year's. That was kind of my goal, to help her do that. And I did, I ran that stream earlier until it got dark and my battery went out. And to get the angle that I had, I took I took a chopstick that I carry in my bag just for general use, and broke it in half, and then sharpened the two ends, and then I stuck it in the vent in the window of the Amtrak train, and it held the phone at a pretty good angle. Devious didn't go live tonight. Yeah, you're right. I didn't see him. I was just watching Little Blue. She was on, so that was pretty cool. Who else did I see live today? Drew's Spark Adventure. He was live today, and I get my ice cream cone. The man sent me ice cream in the mail, so we're gonna see how this goes. And it is not freeze dried. It is crocheted. And I had this random kid from my video that was like train car drama. He was a very unusual gentleman. He was completely like white, like almost albino, and then he had bright blue, obviously contacts, because no one would have that blue a contact, and real short hair that you could tell had been dyed. And I wasn't wearing my coat. I was just wearing my tan sweater. And the guy asked me, he said, at first he's like, you really look like my great grandfather. And I was like, oh, okay, dude. I don't know how to take that. And he said, by my attire. And then he asked if I was a time traveler. And I was like, no, you've been on the train with me. We're not going fast enough to travel through time. So, and then we had a good laugh out of that. But he was in that car where the lady kept getting sick. And then I got on the train right after the ambulance took her away. And unbeknownst to myself, I sat down in her chair. So that was kind of something. I cleaned up the chair and everything, and then they proceeded to tell me that the lady had been sick for the last 12 stops or something and was refusing to get off, so whatever. The transmission's giving him grief. He better be using that emergency brake. He's got a lot of weight in that car, Mama. So anytime he's on any sort of hill, even if he's not on a hill, if he uses the emergency brake, it'll rest the transmission of the car on his e-brake instead of on his transmission. So, but I knew he had problems with his transmission. He would stop and have to reset it or turn it off and on it back on a couple of times. So, but I had a friend with a Jeep, and he's like, I went through 2 transmissions, and he has a ramp that he has to go into to go to the warehouse, and he has to stop and type his code in to get the door to open, and every time that he would do it, he would just put it in park, and then I would feel that Jeep rock back and forth, and so I gave him the same speech, like, dude, you got to use your emergency brake, because it's a big old heavy Jeep with heavy with heavy tires on it and everything. So and then later on, I guess about a week later, because I told him every time I see somebody do that, it makes me cringe. And like a week later, he sent me a picture of him with just a picture of the emergency brake on. And I was like, good job. He's like, I thought about you, buddy. And I was like, yeah, you thought about it the second time you had to replace that transmission, because it ain't cheap. And that's what Jeep stands for, just empty every pocket. So they're not fast. They're low-end torque machines, but I mean, it's super cool. And, I told him, like, I would never own a Jeep and no, but I love riding in his Jeep. As long as I don't have to pay the maintenance cost on it, I will drive a Wrangler any day. But it's not stupid cold here. I think I've got enough clothes. And then I have a pair of coveralls on the back, on my backpack, in case it was super cold. And I wore them a little bit while I was laundering all my clothes, but other than that, I have not. Yeah, use your emergency brake, y'all, especially on a hill. Those transmissions give out. 10 degrees, Mama. Yeah, I know you had that ice rink in your backyard. I saw the pictures. Just empty every pocket. Yeah, he told me that. I think probably after his third or fourth round of repairs. So, all right, there's the spire for San Antonio, guys, and we are in front of the HEB Alamo Dome. Oh, early bird gets the worm, but the early worm gets eaten. Yeah, I'm ready to get home. It'll be much warmer at my house, I have a feeling. And I got a dog waiting on me. She's gonna be so excited. But yeah, as many times as I've left on this rail pass in the last 30 days, like, she doesn't know if I'm gonna just get up and go again. I don't know how to assure her, like, I'm not just gonna leave for a week again. But she's being watched after by my good man Friday, so I do not worry about her at all. And I took down the fence between the two properties, so they have two. They can run around together, even though his dog is super old, and my dog is like wanting to play all the time. But he'll keep good company, and I know she's well fed. So that's the only reason I was able to actually do this trip. So thank you again, my good man Friday, who is also scooping. He's scooping me up in New Orleans. He's driving 2 hours to come get me in New Orleans. So, fur, my little wool hat. Oh, getting chilly. What else are we up to, guys? It's so close to Christmas. So, I hope you guys all have a good one. Oh, I'm going to get up and walk around because I'm going to be stuck on that train. 15 more hours is my last stint. 15 more hours. There we go. I'm telling you, it looks like the Smoothie King logo, right? That's why I'm like, that should be the smoothie dome. But instead, the Superdome in New Orleans is now the Smoothie Dome. So, nieces, you're thinking about work, but it's so cold. You're gonna go out and deliver today. I mean, that's the thing, is when it's cold or rainy, people will order more. So, gotta do it, girl. Just bundle up. You'll be fine. I am apparently at the Robert Thompson Transit Station. Really interesting. Here, I'll show you. Whatever this means. I guess this is like underground parking or something. I'm not sure. I think it's underground parking for the Alamo Dome. The Alamo Dome. Brought to you by HEB. HEB. You have to say the letters, because if you pronounce it, people think you're racist. HEB. Where was that sign? There was a big sign that said HEB somewhere. You might go out there and watch this other train come in. Andy, you just got home to rest up and probably do Spark again. My DoorDash. Yeah, same thing. My buddy, I was trying to get him to do Uber Eats, and he just didn't like it. You know, it's just like, honestly, I think it was just too high paced. You know, where it's like, go here, go here, go here. And so I recommended Spark to him, and he's been clearing $100 a day, which is pretty good because he's got that plug-in hybrid. So the first 80 miles is free, and he's not doing 80 miles a day. So, Leslie, any unusual drones flying around? Let's look. I don't see any, but we're not in New Jersey either. And don't let them distract you guys. We want good health care. They just keep distracting us every time we get talking about why the hell health care sucks so bad for the United States. And let's do something about it. And they're like, look, drones. You know? So don't be distracted by that shit. I heard lots of theories about it, about the drones. And I'm not going to speculate. I want my health care, please. I pay my taxes. So that's health care. People are like, no, that's socialized medicine. Yeah, well, you know what else is socialized? The police department and the fire department. and libraries and schools. So, you know, can we just step it up and cut out the fucking middleman, the capitalist dickhead making the 60 billion a year? They're making 60 billion a year off our tax money by being the middleman. That means there's $60 billion of money that could go to help people that they're keeping instead. It's our money. We pay it in. Give me my health care. There it is, HEB. Yeah, anytime there's some sort of large diversion, I'm like, oh, what the hell's really going on? And it's sad that I have to watch the news nowadays, and then whatever they say is going on, I just assume the opposite is true. So I was talking to a guy the other day, and he was like, yeah, there's this whole list of stuff, you know, like every time something would happen, it was like that we were talking about inequality and the haves and have-nots, and you know how the 1% is running the 99%. You know, and they have more wealth than all of us put together. That's nuts. That's nuts. Give me my health care. I mean, I'm not going to pay for the whatever they call it, Obamacare. I mean, I can't even afford that. My healthcare system is, if I'm deathly ill, I will go to the doctor. And if I have to have a life-saving procedure, I just don't answer my phone for 3 years till the statute of limitation runs out. That's the American healthcare system, the reality of it. Because there's no way without insurance you can afford this stuff. So anyway, I digress. Welcome to San Antonio. I'll quit ranting, guys. Quit ranting. Let's see. Oh, let's quality placard here. Let's see what it says. Robert Thompson. I'm not reading all this. This is him. His nose is apparently lucky. It looks like a lot of people have been rubbing it. Affordable health care, but it's the opposite. Yeah, my nieces, that's the funny thing is they always name stuff the opposite. When they called it, it's the Patriot Act. And it was like, you mean you're going to rob me of all my privacy rights? You know? Yeah, does that make me a patriot? Let you trample on my rights? That's some bullshit, too. Oh, I'm extra ranty today. Who got me started? That is a pretty spire. All right, let me keep moving. I am cold. I'm cold. There's a pretty building over there too, red top. The rest of them you can't really see because the lights are out. The fictional saga officially begins in February. Yeah, Mama, we'll see what happens. Come on, focus. What is wrong with you? Focus, I'll get a new phone. Oh, the people are starting to show up kind of early. Maybe another train is dropping off. Should we go stare at those people? Oh, I bet, Indy. Yeah, no, it's not going to snow here. And it's only like 46. I'm just being a wussy. A wussy. Sorry, I love that phrase from Titus, that guy, the stand-up comedian. He used to have that show called Titus. And I swear his old man was my old man. It was like just mean as a rattlesnake. I love that show. But yeah, we'll see what's going on at the switch yard when I get back. What else agenda did I have? I don't know. Ooh, look. Hey, oh, look at this. Hey, leftover chicken. Anybody want? Ooh, random chicken. Anybody want some? I'm gonna have random chicken. What do you think? Is this cool? Should I just eat this off the ground? Somebody's random chicken plate. I mean, it's cold enough. It's probably still good. We're not gonna eat it. We're gonna put it in the trash like good human. That dude was 4 steps. Whoever left that was 4 steps. Could have pitched it. What else, guys? I want to put you in my top pocket, but I got my jacket in the wrong spot to do it. Go get ready, nieces. Just wear your pajamas underneath your clothes if it's that cold. That's what I do. That way I can pretend like I'm still at the house sitting around doing nothing, and I'll stay extra warm. Keep your jams on. Just remember to take off your fuzzy bunny slippers before you go traipsing around in Memphis. All right, yeah, this is the best view. I don't know what to tell you. This is the best view right here. That's it. San Antone. I guess I can go walk to the train station. There's not too many people left, but I expect quite a few to show up. I kind of want to be early. That way I can maybe get 2 seats to myself. Should be nice. I have slept a little bit. I meant to stop and get out and walk around and do a live in Austin, and I guess I just slept through it. And it was a 30-minute stop, so I was tired if I just slept through it. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's traipse over here. Let's traipse over here. This is the train station. It does have a very Southwest feel. But yeah, I think I definitely got my $500 out of that rail pass. It was like 3,200 miles that I went on it or something like that for $500. It's supposed to be 10 stops, 30 days. And I didn't even go to the max. I considered getting on the train and riding to go see Devious in Seattle, but it was an 80-hour ride to get to Seattle. But that is the only that's the only train run I have not done, is Seattle to Chicago. And I'm kind of saving. There's 3 states that I have not been to: Alaska, Hawaii, and North Dakota. And so I guess I could take the train. It'd be a Canadian train to get to Alaska. So that's been on the list. But can't really take the train to Hawaii. But yeah, I'm going to save North Dakota for last. Go to Fargo. And I heard if that's the last state that you visit, that they will actually give you a t-shirt that says, North Dakota, save the best for last. I don't know if they mean it ironically or whatever, but yeah, I'm going to rearrange my life's travels so that I can get a t-shirt that I could buy for $10. Oh my God. Yeah, sleep is overrated. Oh, Andy, it always takes longer. It always takes longer on the train. In fact, I just say most of the time that it's almost double. It's almost double the time on the train. But I don't have to steer. I don't have to drive. I don't have to worry about getting lost. I can eat snacks on the way or sit down at the dining car, or just sleep. And they'll wake you up when you get there. So, no, Amtrak's been pretty good. There was only one that I was like, woo, they need to clean this thing. And yeah, for the mileage that I went, I couldn't have put the gas in my car to go all the miles that I went on this rail pass. I almost said rail trash. I don't know. I'm getting cold. All right, let's go walk to the train station and see who's over here. The security guys earlier, when I showed him the bag, the guy was like, oh, you shouldn't have walked up on me. I was like, dude, I let you open that bag before I walked up on you. Because I was thinking, yeah, you're the underpaid security guard. You can open the potential biohazard bag. Go for it, buddy. And this is so goofy. These are bike racks. Instead of using them as bike racks, they put them here so that people don't cross the center line or park over 2 lines. And I actually haven't seen a bike rack here besides those. Maybe that's our mission. And then Google's been hitting me up for every train station. Does it have a handicapped parking spot? Does it have a handicapped entrance? Was it open? You know, all these questions. So, all right, let's go look. Oh, we got the train backing up. Let me get over here and get a look-see. All right, this stream not brought to you by San Antonio. San Antonio. Come see us. We got Aspire. And the Smoothie King Dome. I mean Alamo Dome. All right, let's get over here. I don't like to put the camera in people's faces, y'all know. So, trying to be polite. Try to be a good human and not just some dirtbag stuffing a camera in people's face. They just moved the train. That's the diesel generator that you hear kick on. And then that runs an electric motor. That's a good looking train. Let's go check it out, guys. Shutting it off, it won't be so loud. It's kind of dark. All right, sorry. Let me get that other light out of the way and it might focus. But yeah, some of the longer stops, the engineer will get out and like go to the back and get snacks or whatever, or check on stuff. I always make sure I thank them for the ride. And they just look at me like I'm nuts. But they give a bunch of people a ride every day. Not brought to you by Amtrak. Amtrak, send me a nice camera. Not brought to you by Amtrak. Amtrak, give me some free passes. This is not brought to you by Amtrak. Amtrak, tell me which are the newest trains so I can ride them. I will walk this one a little bit. This is not my train. It is pointed in the wrong direction for me. I am going in the direction this train came from. So, I'm just going to get a look at him. There he is. And the other joke is that you tell them, like, keep the rubber side down. Which is funny because they don't have a rubber side. You would say that to somebody with a car. So you can see the exhaust out of the top. Maybe you can't. Right there. So giant electric motor runs this. And then it has a diesel generator that provides all the power for it. So this is the intake for that diesel generator. The big screens on it. In case you guys didn't know how trains worked. They are electric. The old school ones were diesel, a lot of diesel powered, but it's more efficient to do diesel generator with electric motors. Just like that guy Edison Motors. I don't know if you guys have been following him. He's a logger up in Canada, and he pre-ordered one of the Tesla trucks, Tesla 18-wheelers, and 3 years later it had not come in. And so he decided that he was just going to make his own electric logging truck. And so they started working on it. He got in with some engineers. And at first it just seemed like, you know, he's just going to kind of do it for himself. They named the company Edison because they were stealing all of Tesla's ideas, which I thought was hilarious. And then the last update that I got was that they were breaking ground on a manufacturing facility, 300 acres. So I wish them luck. I would love to see them take off. All right, so this is a sleeping car here that you're seeing. double decker. Most of them are double decker. The one from New Orleans to Chicago, no, New Orleans to Washington was a single decker, and it wasn't great. I mean, because you're not up high enough. Up there, you can kind of get a view. And as I go into New Orleans today, I'll probably turn the stream on and just let you guys look at that swamp from above. That's kind of cool. Let's see. You were gonna do Indy to Chicago. You think it's 5 hours? You can drive at normal 3. Yeah, but I'm telling you, I get there stress-free, Indy. That's why I like it. You have to have driver's license for different tracks. I had no idea about that either, Indy. Cool. But that makes sense. I would suspect it's like my friend that does the hazmat with his 18-wheeler. People that haul, chemical tankers and gas trucks and stuff like that. With gas tankers, 18-wheelers, you have to have different endorsements. So,
I have a train getting ready to come in.
Roger, I'll be way back here.
Yeah.
Roger. Oh, yeah, whatever. Anyway, everybody's always so pointy. Go over here, stand here. It's not like the train's gonna swerve to get me. I already made friends with the security officer when I told him about somebody left a bag full of snacks. So, sure, he's just waiting for me to move away so he can eat all the snacks in there. I told him we were splitting those snacks, but no. I think this train coming in might be mine. I'm not sure, but it'll take a while to unload, and then they clean it here, and then we'll have to get on. So. All right, as long as I'm far enough back, he's not going to yell at me. Oh, here we go. Here's a train coming in, guys. I'll get a nice clean shot. Let's see what kind. If it's a freight train, might be loaded like a freight train, flying like an airplane. It's an Amtrak. This stream not brought to you by Amtrak. Amtrak, come on, sponsor me. I should give him the old arm pull. The old arm pull like a 18-wheeler and see if he'll honk the horn for me. There's the boss driver right there. Like a boss, pulled her in, he just jumped off. It's all yours now, boys. 199. I think I'm number 20 or something. Number 20. So I'm just waiting on it. Number 20 train to New Orleans. There he goes. Maybe he's switching. That's the same dude. Maybe he's going to jump in this one and pull it up a couple of feet. He's the valet of trains. What a dope job. Yeah, certain tracks the Amtrak doesn't even use. They're specifically used for freight. And the only place you really have issues, he's going to move that train. Which way is he going? The only place you have issues is when the schedule's off, and then you have to let one train pass the other train. There we go. He's moving. There we go. Oh, this one's got one of the cool old-timey cars on it. I'll get a shot of this car as it comes by. I'll smash the like button if you haven't yet. Come on now. I'm standing in the cold for you. Look at this old car right here. Federal Railroad Administration, Office of Safety. Apparently it's a rolling car. That's pretty dope. That's a luggage car. This is, I think that's a sleeper. That's a sleeper car. Double-decker sleeper car. And another one. The coach ones look the same. They're double-decker like that, except there's no bedrooms. And the longest I've been on is probably 8 or 9 cars for Amtrak, which is pretty cool. You can't really tell the difference when you're riding on the train unless you have to go to the cafe car, and then it's like a long walk, and then good luck finding your seat later. Got that other train pulling out of the way on the backside. You had a train versus car accident Saturday, Andy? Yikes. Yeah, they're backing this other train up over here. It's funny how precise they can be, like inches or feet, when they stop the cars. Time is it getting to be, guys? I've got about an hour and 15.
Hey, it's gonna be hard to get.
Everybody's getting anxious. This train's not leaving for a while. I've got over an hour to wait. But people are already piling up. I should just start the queue. I know where it's going to be. So I get checked in and maybe get 2 seats to myself. Yeah, at least this one has an inside. There's actually an inside. The one that they dropped me off at, there was no station at all. It was barely a building. So you just have to get queued up over here. I know where the line's going to start. This is not my first rodeo. But we got an hour to start lining up people who will do that. But we can get to see these people finding their loved ones. Oh, it's like working at an airport. Here, I'll hold still. I'm going to run it for about 15 more minutes, guys, and then I'll cut it off. Start my queue. Here's all the exiting people.
Yeah, I know, but because it says here or something.
You want me to pick it up there?
Yeah.
So one of the tricks is if you're getting on a packed train is that you need to know what the next stop is, what your next stop is, and what the code is for the next stop. And then you look above the seats and you find somebody who's getting off the next stop and you sit next to them. That's the easiest way to get 2 seats to yourself on a packed train. So there you go. Tornado's advice of the day.
Are we moving?
That's him letting pressure out of the air brakes. All right, let's go inside and fill this water bottle up here. They got a nice water dispenser in here. It's too far to walk up to the front of the train, or I would, but we already saw the front of this train earlier when it was parking. What happened? My chat lockup? It's quiet, too quiet. All right, if you're still lingering around, double tap your screen or hit the thumbs up button, please. Like and subscribe if you like travel vlogs. I also do e-bike adventures, some crafting. Oh yeah, and I'm in the top 0.1% of wins for Fortnite. So if you like Fortnite content, I also slay that. Kenny, I'm gonna remove all questions right now. Here you go, buddy. Let me show you where we are tonight. We're here for about another hour. There you go. Does that answer your question? San Antonio, Texas. In fact, right in the middle of Texas. So we were admiring the spire, which is across the street over here. See if I can get a good view of that for you. Bang. Look at that. Yeah, Kenny, we're still here. I got an hour. It's supposed to leave at 6:28 a.m., which is exactly an hour from now. Come on, focus. But this is the spot where the line will form to get on the train. So I'm going to linger in this spot. I'm going in this spot probably for the next 45 minutes, and I'll get on the train as soon as they allow us to. So that'll be nice. There's all these people that are lingering over here, and they think like, oh, I'll just hang out right here, but they're going to send them over here to get in line to check their tickets before they get on. So, but some of those people are waiting to pick up their baggage, and they are out of here. Now, the last time that I came through, there was a conductor on the train. She was super nice the entire time, and then when she found out that I was going to be here for the night, she was telling me of this place where I could get some nice hot late night tacos. And I asked her if that was a euphemism or if she was trying to pick me up, and she turned beet red. So good times. But yeah, I think she also enjoyed it. So, nice lady. And she had been working. It was the last of her 4 days. They usually work like 4 days on and 4 days off, and then I mean, they work almost nonstop. You know, they only get maybe an hour or two sleep in between, and they rotate. They rotate, and then they go and check the tickets and walk up and down. But once everybody's on the train and it's moving, it's not a horrible job from what I gathered. So. Booty, where's the yellow marker? Right here, dude. Look. Oh my God, Booty. Yellow marker. Yellow marker, Booty. I'm so glad that Bert didn't come and try and pick me up, because I didn't get here till like 4 in the morning, dude. So that would have sucked for him. And yeah, it would have been totally worthless because it was only like a 2.5 hour wait. So 2.5 hour wait. Well, I mean, I guess he could have brought me a sixer and a burger, but it's all good. I still have a bag full of Mom's fresh cookies. She made me oatmeal cookies. She made me
just sign.
Okay.
She did me zucchini bread. Mom made me zucchini bread. What were the other ones? Of course, chocolate chip cookies.
Yes, got it.
And then
Okay, we're out.
I think they were like cinnamon sugar cookies. She made those as well. So not many of them made it to here. I think I have maybe a couple of each left. So I've been subsisting off of cookies for the last few days, and I'm just fine with that. Cookies and beef jerky. That'll get you to the house. Yeah, Booty, I was hoping that I could get here to the train and then order Uber Eats and have them bring me a sixer and a sandwich. That's what I was going for, was a sixer and a sandwich. And it said that it was available, and so I had the order all queued, and then when I actually got into San Antonio, they took away all the beer, so I guess at like midnight or 1, they cut off the, or maybe 1 or 2, they cut off the alcohol delivery. I mean, I can get beer on the train if I really want, but I just figured since this is my last 15-hour leg on the train, it would be cool to get a sixer and celebrate. But I am ending the ride in New Orleans, so if I really want, I can go to a drive-through daiquiri place. So that'll be pretty cool. See if I can get Friday to stop for me. It'll be Saturday night, so he's definitely a superstar for coming to get me in New Orleans on a Saturday night. But I'll try and be ready. But that's still 15 hours from now. 2 a.m. cutoff. Yeah, I should have known. Should have known. I kind of thought that was the case. And then, yeah, it's the same way in my town. 2 a.m. cutoff, and it doesn't start back up till 8 a.m. So 6-hour no-go. Understandable. They cut off the at like 10 p.m. The cars no longer open. The dining cars no longer open. I think the cafes open a little bit longer, but I don't think that I'm not sure if they sell beer. I don't usually buy food on the train. I come prepared to just pray. Somebody overpacked. Could have had 2 bags with wheels, buddy. All right, we'll look at the spire for a while. That's much better. Here, I'll make y'all stare at me for a minute. Squat down and see if I can get this thing over my shoulder. Tired of standing up. There we go. You can tell I'm cold. My nose is red. I'd say it was red from beer, but we couldn't get the beer. So, welcome to San Antonio. And then, yeah, apparently the local beer is Lone Star. And I think I've had it before, but it's not typically seen out. It's very far outside of Texas. All right, I'm rocking everything that I'm carrying. Just flipping my bag. No, they don't. At some point, they did walk from the back of the train to the front of the train, and they handed out some little snack packs. And it had like fruit snacks, a little cookie, some pretzels and stuff. And then they were giving out water as well. Sorry, my hand is so shaking. Or, I'm cold. Yeah, there was one guy that was complaining, like, I've been on this train for 3 days and I spent $150 on food. And I was just like, you got to bring your own snacks, dude. You got to bring your own snacks. Burr. All right. Let's look over here. What's that? Is that a rabbit over there? That was a backfire. No worries. That backfire brought to you by John Deere. John Deere. That was a John Deere little four-wheeler thing. Let's see if I can get a good angle. See, that's not bad. There it is. But yeah, it was so cold when I left Missouri, I was tucking my ears up under my hat. This random guy with a car on the tracks. That doesn't feel safe. Oh, he's pulling off. Okay. That's all right, I guess. Oh, look. Another yellow marker booty right here. I'm standing right next to it the whole time. Where's the yellow marker? Right next to Tornado. Right where it always is. Is this close enough? You see it now? I get coffee, but I want to sleep when I get on the train. You want me to give you the whole view, booty, here? I'm going to lean you on the yellow marker, dude. Everything I could possibly need is on my back. In fact, I brought clothes I didn't even wear very much. So I could pack even lighter next time, I guarantee. I'm gonna pull out the other phone and see which, see what my train number is. Let's see how long. Still 50 minutes until I have to get on the train. Oh, I'm getting sniffly. This stream's still not brought to you by Amtrak. Amtrak, come on. Sponsor me so I can eat in the dining car. All right, I got 80 of you guys lingering. Let me get a couple of more thumbs up, please. I am standing in the cold for your entertainment. Are you not entertained? I'm going to be so happy to get my dog to the house. She's going to be excited to see me. All right, officially 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Until I cut this stream off. Then I'm going to stick my hands in my pocket and warm back up, y'all. Walk around a little bit. I'll give you the good view for the next 5 minutes. And then when I do get on the train, I'll wait till the sun starts coming up. In fact, I'll figure out which side the sunrise is going to be on, and I will seat myself over there, and I'm going to put the camera up in the window. But I am headed east, so it's not going to be a great view of the sunset or a great angle on the sunset, but I'll do what I can. But yeah, welcome to San Antonio. But yeah, 3,000 miles for 500 bucks anytime. No, it'll be the sunrise. Sunrise. Oh, I can probably do the sunset too now that you mentioned it, Booty, because I am going to be on this train till 10 p.m. tonight. But since I'm headed east-west, it's hard because I'll be heading I'll into the sunset and then or into the sunrise and away from the sunset. So I don't think I'll have a great angle either time. But yeah, I will do my best to get some good content. I think it'll be really cool to see if you didn't watch the stream when I was leaving New Orleans, in that upper car you could see the swamps and everything, and you could just really see how low the city itself is. And in fact, the railroad is built up so much it's almost an embankment for flooding and stuff like that. So see if I can zoom in on this spire. And there was a guy in here earlier, I think it was Kenny, who was saying, he's like, it's so expensive. The seafood up in there is so expensive. And I was like, I don't think I would eat the seafood this far from the ocean. Seems like a bad idea. Everything just flash frozen nowadays anyway, even when it says fresh food. There was a place on the Mississippi Gulf Coast that was ordering tens of thousands of pounds of frozen shrimp from Indonesia and then claiming that it was local stuff. So I thought that was hilarious. Thanks, Mama. Thank you for stopping in always. And you rest up, girl. She's the wrench of wrenches. All right, last minute to hit that thumbs up, guys. Double click your screen. I will give you some more vlog travel content here in about an hour when I get on the train, or actually when the sun comes up will probably be best. So I'm gonna get all tucked in. Get all tucked in and warm. And hopefully get a double seat. Look at this tiny car. Make the coolest tiny house out of that thing ever. Look at that little mini tiny house on wheels. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Check out Miss Ride and Shine if you can. Drew Spark Adventure, Devious Dasher. All of these are great YouTubers. And thank you guys for spending your time with me. I love you all. I'll see you again real soon.